Hello everyone and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! I was gonna say Master Duel, but this Duel Links. Hi everyone, I'm John Michael Bushman and this will probably be the last Duel Links video for a long while. Granted there's new content in this game and you're looking at another deck. The KC Cup went well for me at least, but you know, Master Duel completely took over my life and a lot of other people's lives, but there's Duel Links has a special place in a lot of people's hearts. You know, it was what got people by during this pandemic, and then Master Duel came in and swept it, and swept everyone else up. But yeah, this will be like my last hurrah for Duel Links for a while. So here's another deck that I grinded in the background, and it's Luna Lights, the other wiper archetype that honestly I'm not too sure I should be loudly exclaiming to be my favorite, but for obvious reasons. But they're pretty powerful, especially here in a lower powered environment like Duel Links. So yeah, main goal, get Saber Dancer out. Like, a monster that cannot be targeted is usually good enough in Duel Links. Oh, and if it gets a little too noisy, you're gonna have to... I guess we'll all have to bear with it, I guess. But yeah, get Saber Dance out as fast as possible, but because of the restrictions placed on Luna Lights, deck building gets weird. So let's just walk through the individual cards. For the first three of here are kind of Force Temperance. This card is literally only here because this deck does not get a lot of defensive options because of its limits and restrictions. This is just the budget version of Sphere Karibo because, good God, that thing is far too expensive for its own good. But it's a staple in Duel Links, and I had to find a budget option, and Temperance is one of them. It just negates battle damage from one battle, which does not really work on monsters that can attack multiple times, but sometimes it's usually enough. And there are only really like a handful of monsters that can attack multiple times in this game. Up next is our Luna Light lineup. Wow, that alliteration worked well. This is where numbers can get a little iffy because I've seen builds where there are 2 Emerald Bird and 1 Yellow Marten. Some builds have 2 Yellow Marten and 1 Emerald Bird. I decided that I needed more card draw because this deck somehow bricks. I don't know why. But moving back to Yellow Marten, she is basically... She's no Kaleido chick. I've played Luna Lights in the TCG, and she's no Kaleido chick, but she's good enough. If she is sent from the hand to the graveyard, you can search the fusion spell here. It's a searchable polymerization for the archetype. And if she's in the graveyard or in the hand, you can bounce any of your Luna Lights back to your hand, special summon her, but banish her when she leaves the field. This is probably why... This is why, personally speaking, I have her only at 1 copy. She can recur herself quite a lot, and Emerald Bird also does that. Recycles your Banish. Is that right? Yeah, banish her in your graveyard. She can also recycle a Banish Marten. So yeah, she is arguably the best monster in this deck, unless of course Kaleido Chick gets in this game, which will highly likely get restricted if she ever does. But yeah, she is your main extender. She can also start your combos. Well, combo quote unquote. But yeah. And then moving to the next one is 3 Purple Butterfly. Some people only have this at 1. I prefer to have it at 3 because you need as many names as possible so that you can make Saber Dancer as often as possible. Her graveyard, you can discard her to buff the attack of any of your Luna Lights by 1,000, which can help in closing out games, but usually her graveyard ability is actually a lot better than I gave it credit for because you can summon any of your Luna Lights in hand onto the field and make some Xyz plays, although granted the level 4 pool is far better than any of the level 3s and level 2s. But yeah, she is a lot better than she looks. That's why I want to max out on her. Next is Crimson Fox, the second restricted card in this deck. She was actually put on the semi-limited list far earlier than the rest of the girls in here because the ability to reduce any monster's attack to 0 And then you have Saber Dancer who can quite easily clear 4,000 when set up properly. That's like Crimson Fox. It does barely anything in the regular TCG, but here in Duel Links, she is a house. And then she is also like this deck's only form of negation, but it has to target the Luna Light monster. But if you have Saber Dancer out, she's pretty much a dead card. She'll only really be there to reduce a monster's attack to 0. The life gain doesn't really matter, especially if you're hitting for like more than 3,000 a turn. Next is Emerald Bird. Her and Yellow Martin got limited to 3 because of tanky. Yeah, understandable. You know, Fire Formation tanky basically makes any Beast Warrior deck far too consistent, and it's limited in what at the TCG for a reason. But yeah, going back to Emerald Bird, you discard a Lunalite card, any Lunalite card, but there's only like a small handful of them in here. Discard any Lunalite card to draw a card, and that will trigger Yellow Martin's search effect. That will trigger Crimson Fox's attack reduction. And if she is sent to the graveyard, you can target a level 4 or lower Lunalite monster that is banished or in the graveyard and special summon it in defense position. She can also get your Xyz plays going because she's a level 4 herself. And usually the monster that will be banished is Yellow Martin. So yeah, Emerald Bird is pretty decent. Next is probably the most unique thing this deck has going for it. White Rabbit. She's only really here as spell trap removal. Because the Martin and Emerald Bird are limited to 3, you cannot have Cosmic Cyclone in here. Although MST is probably your next best bet, but like I said, you need as many names as possible so that Lunalight Fusion is live as often as possible. Her effect is you can target a number of spell traps your opponent controls, return them up to the number of other Lunalight cards you control, and return them to the hand. So if you have 3 Lunalights, you can bounce 2 spell traps. I usually misread this because I thought she always includes herself when it comes to that bounce effect, but no, you have to have other Lunalights. Next is the deck's like MVP, Fire Formation Tank. If you don't open with this, that's fine because you have enough Lunalight names anyway, but you can use this to search whatever piece you're missing. Usually you're searching Emerald Bird if you don't have the fusion spell, or if you don't have the fusion spell but you just need another monster, the search is usually Yellow Martin. Next is the only tech slot in this card, because I wailed on this game recently. I now have 3 copies of Lightning Vortex, and it's honestly the best form of removal, and I cannot English. It's arguably the best form of removal in this game, although granted, if they set their monsters to face down defense, you're not really going to be able to do much here. And finally, Lunalight Fusion. It basically makes any of your fusions here. Although it does have the bonus where, if your opponent has a monster that has been special summoned from the extra deck, you can also use a Lunalight monster from your deck or extra deck as fusion material. That can come in handy, especially if you have, let's say, if you send Saber Dancer to the graveyard, 1 copy of Saber Dancer to the graveyard, and then use the one in the graveyard to pump the other one by 1,000. So, yeah. Speaking of, or rather, that's it for the main deck and not for the extra deck. There really isn't too much to talk about here apart from, the boss monster here, Saber Dancer. You really need 2 copies of this card. Same with Cat Dancer here. I'm not sure if Panther or Leo Dancer would be too good for this game, although they probably will be, because Panther Dancer is just a better Cat Dancer. Yeah, so Saber Dancer, it's literally the win condition, an untargetable 3k plus attacker. That's literally what she does. Oh, it's not 1,000 attack. The fusion monster gains 3,000 attack. Holy crap, that's far better than I thought. But yeah, you'd need to have sent one of your Saber Dancers to the graveyard to pop the other one by 3k, and hopefully your opponent dies from there. Then Cat Dancer, the other fusion monster in this deck, she cannot be destroyed by battle. It can matter, especially in Duel Links where the combat step is far more important. Yeah, you can tribute another Lunalight, and you can basically do multiple attacks. You usually end up with either, if you go for the Cat Dancer line, you usually end up with her and 1 other Lunalight on field. So her effect is almost always live, but not all the time. And she does a little bit of burn damage whenever she attacks, but You usually go into Cat Dancer if you have nothing better to do, honestly, just for stalling purposes. And then the three Xyz monsters, Tiger King, he searches Fire Formation Tanky and also functions as a mass board negate. It can come up, but if you go first, his negation is pretty much dead. Next is the best rank 4 in Duel Links, which is only a common card in Master Duel, Malevolent Sin. It's basically your alternate boss monster. It banishes any blockers temporarily so that you can swing in for 24 and then 27 and whatnot. There's like... This guy has proven his weight in gold in this game. And finally, Papley Operative, Photo Papley Operative. It basically changes any defense position monster into attack and reduces their attack so that you can swing in for even more damage. Now! Let's get these perfect runs. Well, it won't be perfect because this deck, as powerful as it is, it does suffer from inconsistencies because of the restrictions placed on these girls. But let's get into these duels. Yuma and Astral. Already, 2 Zexal characters. Oh, and I forgot to explain why I'm using Ana Kaboom here because her skill level duplication. I don't know if it's just me, but level duplications looks far more powerful than I may be the only one who's high on that skill, but you can basically turn any of your like low level Lunalights, like say Purple Butterfly, you normal summon her, you lose 1,000 life points, you use level duplication, you reveal someone like Crimson Fox, then Butterfly becomes level 4. And once Butterfly becomes level 4, you find some way to summon Crimson Fox. You usually do that with Martin here. But, yeah. 2 level 4s, you go into your Xyz pool. But that's like what I think is just the floor of that skill. There's probably like far more broken stuff to do with that skill than like just turning on the rank 4 Xyz pool. Would I rather reduce it to 0? Actually, no. I think I'd rather special summon. That is not... okay. Let's just go for Malevolent Sin then. Because he has Power of the Guardians. And summon her in defense. That should tick him off as to what I'm about to do. Since there isn't anything much that I can do. Because of Power of the Guardians. There we go. But yeah, that's why I'm using Ana Kaboom. A lot of people have said that she's the best character in Zexal, and after going through her event, I can see why. So detach that, banish this temporarily so that we can get rid of Power of the Guardians, although he probably has... Okay, he has nothing else. And then... Boom, we just attack. And then we just banish like one other blocker he could have, and boom. This duel is pretty much in the bag. Let's see what else my opponent... I just realized that he has a 30-card deck. I have no idea how to feel about that. But yeah, her Purple Butterfly special summon ability is amazing. You can basically special summon any other monster. Yeah. Or rather, special summon your Lunalights. Unbrick your hand, go into your Xyz pool and whatnot. Although my opponent, I'm not sure if he realizes that he can't attack here. Unless he can do something else. Alright, I'll just banish that, I guess. No need to overextend since he could have something else in hand. So... detach. Banish temporarily. And swing for game. That was not a Lunalight victory, but a victory nonetheless. And this deck needs all the help it can get, honestly. Alright. That was a good showing, though, with the Red Ice deck. So yeah, next duel! Zuzu Boyle. Oh boy. If she gets... okay, I'm going... Ah, shit, I'm going second. So if she manages to get Melodious Diva out, and I get Saber Dancer out, we will literally both just be staring at each other. Because that's what happens when a stoppable force needs a movable object. Let's see what she does here. Okay, setting a card, so this is... Okay, I was gonna say it could probably not be Oh god, what's the name of the deck again? Melodious, but nope. Starting with solo, getting score. So I'm not sure if she's gonna be able to go to Bloom Diva here. Right, she probably is. Alrighty. Tributing score. Wait, is it tribute? Or just send to graveyard? Highly likely just send to graveyard. Yeah, send to graveyard. Yep, gets Shapina. Getting Shapina. Get score back to hand. Then I'm not sure what else is gonna do here. Yep, alright. And Soprano. Then after using Soprano, you fusion Shokan. Get Bloom Diva out. Card that I honestly cannot out no matter how hard I try. Well, granted, if I get Malevolent Sin out. Malevolent Sin is my only way to out this card. But I need to get 2 level 4s onto the field. Bloom Diva, Jesus Christ. That face, that is a very horrifying face. Okay, draw a card. Lightning Vortex. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Shit. Alright, could stare at each other for a while, but I think this is pretty much a lost cause. She managed to get Bloom Diva out. I don't think I can do anything from here. I can try Lightning Vortex, but yeah, no. Yeah, this is already a lost duel, but unless I manage to do something, I'm gonna just skip to the next one. So yeah, lost because they got their towers monster out first before I did. So yeah, next duel, unless of course I managed to pull my ass out of this one. So something weird happened. My opponent used Defusion under Bloom Diva, thinking that they could resummon back fusion materials back onto the field during combat. I'm not sure why it didn't happen, but yeah, they almost screwed themselves over. They were waiting for a normal summonable monster so that they can finish me off here. But yeah, I could have crawled back into it had I drawn another monster, attacked with Cat Dancer here. But yeah. Wow, that was... I'm gonna give you a nice for that one. Holy shit. Jaden Yuki. This is... Well, it could be anything. He could be playing heroes. He could not be playing heroes. You know, I've been bamboozled enough times in this game already, and I am going first. Alright, let's just go with the brain dead play of summon Saber Dancer and pass. It's not like he'll be able to produce anything that can hit over or remove Saber Dancer anyway. Cost me my hold hand though. Do I summon any of my other girls? Nah, actually. And there we go. Out my board. Yeah. Alongside Anakaboom, a new box came out that contained train pieces, basically stuff for her deck. Gustav Max is good and all, but if we don't get I guess Super Dora would be far too good for this game, and probably even Juggernaut Libe. But yeah, we finally have trains in Duel Links. And that's probably why she has a skill called Level Duplication, where you could turn any of the low-level trains into high-level ones so that you can access your high-level XCs a lot better. And he found a way to get over Saber Dancer. Very good. Reducing the attack. Yeah, Fusion Summon, have the attack. Yep. Great Tornado. Alright, I'm not sure I'm gonna win from here. That's actually a damn good draw. I could stall for a turn, but I don't know if I can even make it out of this one. So I'm gonna chalk this up as another loss, unless you know, like last duel, something funky happens. But yeah, next duel. Teto Kaiba, gee, I wonder what deck they could be rocking. Well, granted, well, I'm not sure if they even have a way to out Saber Dancer, because knowing their deck, most of their stuff targets. That is not dragons. Why is this Kaiba player playing heroes? What the hell? Okay, so go do your hero combos. Huh. He is going through the motions way too fast. This is probably a bot. Or he just knows what he's doing. Which is honestly highly likely. But these decisions are way too fast for my comfort. Yep, this is probably somebody with an A. This is probably an AI. I mean, not like you can... Oh, wait, no, I should not have done that. No, wait, actually. This is fine, because I can use Cat Dancer to attack all of my opponent's monsters once each. Then... do that. Yes. Do I get that, or yellow? I think I'd rather get Martin here, get her in rotation. Yeah, do I just inflict 300 points of damage? No, wait, no, this is 2, 4, 600 points of damage. Yeah, no, I'm gonna save... I'm gonna save Butterfly's effects. And I'll just tribute off Martin. So that I can inflict 600 damage here. Yeah, I should have gotten... I think this is more damage over time. Because they won't be destroyed for the first time each turn. And I can basically attack them twice each. Or they're destroyed. Then I inflict 600 damage along the way. Let's get the Vion out of here. 100 damage again. Attack. 100 damage again. Attacking the Vion. Can't destroy this by battle anyway. Although, I will have like plenty of fuel for later. Should it come to that. But yeah, let's keep attacking here. And there we go. I thoroughly dismantled your board. Unless you top deck Miracle Cube. But if he did... Yep. Yeah. No. He's not gonna be able to do anything from there. I'm not even sure if that was a human piloting that account. But yeah, next duel. Right, Tenjo. So this is likely Photons. Or the new archetype that he also plays, Ciphers. This is a bad hand, unless I'm going second. Ah, shit, I'm going first. Okay. So let's do it like this. We get Tenki. We get Yellow Martin into rotation. And then, as much as I want to do something here, I honestly think I still should. Yeah. Summon Emerald Bird. And summon Emerald Bird, discard Martin, draw one. That's another Tenki. That is not Gucci in the slightest. So do that. And then use Yellow Martin's effect. Bounce Emerald Bird back to hand. And then use Fusion. Summon out Cat Dancer. You can't destroy it by battle anyway, so here's hoping that'll be enough. Alright, opponent, out my board. Well, I can put in another blocker at least. Basically as extra insurance. And yeah. Here's hoping that's enough. You can't destroy Cat Dancer by battle. Martin is, like, she can easily recur herself anyway, thanks to the other girls in this deck. But I'm not too confident in my odds here. Opponent is summoning... Is this Cypher? No, Photon Lizard. Okay, he is playing Photons. He goes... It searches for Thrasher, so he's gonna try to go for Galaxy Ice Dragon here. Normal summoning Thrasher. Actually, don't need to click on it since it's here on the side, but for the rest of the viewers, especially if this text is too small, there we go. Summons Thrasher. Monster Reborn, so he doesn't have a special summon in hand. But that's a level 3. There are no Link monsters in this game yet. Unless you have a Link monster. Come on, opponent. You can do better than that. He's thinking. Unless he has a way to modulate Photon Lizard's level, which is probably high. Yep, the Scoop of Shame. That's... Yeah, that's a scoop of shame if I ever saw one. You tried, opponent. You tried. Next duel. My Valentine. Jesus Christ, aren't people tired of harpies yet? So says the man who's rocking a bird's natural enemy. Okay. Aroma strategy could be indicative of anything here. And also I did not explain it in deck tech, but having 22 cards, I basically want to ensure that I have as many names as possible for my Lunalight Fusion. Although, granted, my opponent here is playing Gravekeepers. Share if you play. Share if you play. So... Wait, let me see. Move a card in a graveyard. Alright, so I sort of get around this. Then summon Lunalight Bird. Although, I cannot go into my Xyz's place because of this. Yeah, trigger Martin. Let's just get all of the fusions out. There we go. Can't activate her effect because of Necro Valleys, so we just go straight into Saber Dancer here. There we go. Use that. Use that. Use this. And get Saber Dancer out. She gains 800 attack. I do not want to activate any of their effects because Necro Valley will just negate them. Can't target this. Can't target it. If any of his Gravekeeper effects are gonna target something, it's gonna be his. Necro Valley into Necro Valley. Hey, that's not gonna do you any good. And my opponent scoops because he can't target Saber Dancer. That's honestly expected. Especially with a deck, especially in a deck that needs a lot of targeting. Next duel. Gong Strong! Hey! Alright. Super Heavy Samurais versus Lunalights. And I'm going second. Good thing they don't really set up a lot of... Super Heavy Samurais don't really set up a lot of negates. Although I can wipe his board. If I happen to draw another monsters, and specifically Martin, so that I can get my fusions going. He'll likely summon out of his extra deck anyway, so yeah. Lunalight Fusion is definitely the get here. Although granted, because of the way Lightning Vortex is worded, it won't trigger Yellow Martin the way I want it to. Oh god. I've only managed to use like level duplication once. I was like down to 1,000 attack. This was off cam, by the way. I was down to 1,000 attack. I was down to 1,000 life points. I had White Rabbit in hand, and I also had Purple Butterfly and Yellow Martin. So I normal summoned White Rabbit, discarded the Purple Butterfly, used the effect, and then went into my Xyz, and that's how I won that game. But yeah, the floor of level duplication, you go into your Xyz place, but the fact that you can modulate levels means it could also work with synchros. And that's insane. And I'm not big-brained enough to know like every possible line with level duplication, but yeah, synchros can benefit from level duplication, especially if you have tuners that can special summon themselves easily out of the hand, or even in the graveyard, or from the deck even. But Gong here, going through Super Heavy Samurai combos. So we'll be back once he has his end board. That was his end board. Okay, so we always start with Fire Formation Tenki. That's always the get. I think Martin would be the best option here. No, I can just send Martin off of Light Fusion. I think I'd rather draw a card here. Yeah. And we can use a monster from the deck anyways. From the extra deck anyway, because he has a synchro out. So it's Saber Dancer. Let's use one of the other Saber Dancers as material. Why is this zoomed out? I want to zoom in. There we go. And we send Purple Butterfly and White Rabbit. There we go. Saber Dancer's out. I'm not quite sure if he has anything that can hit over this. Let's hope I draw into a Lunalight card. No applicable effect. Shit. Alright. But yeah, this is not lethal, but it's a lot of damage placed. There we go. 1300 is still pretty decent. Oh, he has gloves. I forgot he has that, so he can negate an attack. Is the attack reduction permanent? Shit, the attack reduction is permanent. Oh no. So it's a sitting duck, and super heavy samurais can pump up their boys to like ridiculous numbers. Let's see if I die here. Well, granted, he still has to contest with Saber Dancer. Super using Wagon. Use its effects. Like, this is such an insane starter for this deck. You can also see like the other super heavy samurai weapons like on the on Wagon here. It's just a little, you know, such a little thing. And Soul Piercer. So he just needs to get the horn. He needs to get the horn. Soul Peacemaker. He needs the horn. That's all he needs now. He needs the horn. Destroys all that, and he gains advantage that way. Hey, Benkei! Alright. So he just needs to pump him up by 500 more, and I'm dead here. Okay. Activations of Soul Piercer. Forgot that gloves' attack reduction is permanent. Ah, shit. Yeah, soul coins. Yep, I'm dead here. He just attacks twice, and that's the end of me. Unless he does something else here. Soul? What does this do? Gains 500. Yep, yeah, I'm dead here. So he just equips onto Benkei. God damn, he didn't even need the others. Just Soul Bank Cannon is more than enough. Please stop, I'm already dead. You don't need to attack me twice, please. Go, please. Have mercy. Oh my god, yeah, got cleanly clocked by super heavy samurais. Next duel. Joey Wheeler. This could be anything. Like I always say with a lot of like these duels, they could be rocking the character, but they're not gonna be rocking the. Yep, yeah, this is not representative that he'll be using blue eyes, rather red eyes. This is a shit ass hand. Though he has 20 cards to my 22, so could be onto something here. I need to sneeze. Okay, Red Eyes Insight. I'm gonna see the guy. There we go. Red Eyes Insight, Red Eyes Fusion. Yeah, sending those two. That was Volcanic. Oh, Meteor Red Eyes Impact. Alright. Oh, he's using the new one. Meteor Black Comet. Okay. I get 600 to that. Okay. Sets a card. Surprised he didn't go for a Red Eye Slash, but my hand is pretty shit. Okay, that fixes my hand significantly. Let's hope I get a fusion. He probably has the Red Eyes with Chain set since he barfed out his whole hand there. If not, I'm gonna have to delay with Temperance. So normal summon Emerald Bird. Discard my many redundant purple butterflies. Oh, that fixes things. I could just go in for damage, honestly. Yeah, just banish butterfly, summon the other butterfly, then I'll discard the third butterfly. Jesus Christ. All three butterflies. Ay, my little butterfly. Can it do something? Target, send from field to graveyard. Oh, I forgot I can do that. But no, I'm gonna be slightly conservative here. So we do that, destroy that. Comet, triggers, what does he do when sent to the graveyard? Okay, special summons a normal monster, which is usually that. Even then, it's not enough to hit over, because Emerald Bird will only be at 2300. Alright? I did not want to click battle, I just want to end my turn. Unless he has something here. He'll likely activate his trap card, yeah. Red Ice Fang with Chain. I will not attack, since that's too risky. There we go. He'll likely swing in with Red Ice Archfiend of Lightning here. It's like, it's a free thing, yeah. Emerald Bird. Just summon this in defense. Basically just a stall tactic. Okay, he can make a... Okay, just summons another, alright. 6 and a 7, sure. I'll just use Temperance on whichever monster does not destroy a purple butterfly here. But yeah, I think I'm pretty much dead here. Not much else I can do. Unless I top deck something ridiculous. So yeah, if I don't top deck anything ridiculous, the video continues. But if I don't, we just move on to the next one. So yeah, next duel. Jade and Yuki again. Oh boy, this could either be heroes or he could just be using the character here. Let's see what my... Oh, that's a thick-ass deck. Life point boost A. Yep, he is probably using something that... Oh god, this hand... I don't want to set... I don't want to use Yellow Martin here yet, so I think the get here would be to just... set White Rabbit and pass. Let's see if my opponent can kill me from here. But life point boost A means he's on some bullshit, so let's see what he does. Unless he just sets 3 and passes here. Okay, sets 2 and passes. So close enough to what I was expecting. If he's not gonna do anything about it, I'll flip White Rabbit and just swing for 800. I'm gonna save all of my materials in hand in case he does something here. I mean, if he's not going to present any pressure, so will I. 800 is small compared to his life point boost. Let's see what my opponent is up to. He'll need to show his, like, strats sooner or later. Okay, sets 3, sets another. Oh god, what could he be on? Okay, alright, that gets all of my plays started. Then Emerald Bird, actually perfect. Unless all of this back row, I just noticed his name is Connection Fail. Oh wait, it doesn't matter if he destroys this. Wait, does it? Or does Emerald Bird need to be face up on the field for the effect trigger? No, it does not. Alright. Trigger Emerald Bird. Target Yellow Martin. Activate Yellow Martin, yes. So we get a couple of searches here, or rather a search and a revival. And then we are gonna put Saber Dancer onto the field and see if he can contest that. Which I highly doubt he will. Or rather, I highly doubt he'll be able to. Let's see what you got, opponent. So use this, and use this. Saber Dancer and attack. That's 4,000. That's enough to kill him in one go. Well, 2 shots. And that. Flip this monster and we'll find out what he's on. Oh, he's on 30 card Blue Eyes. Alright. I mean, not like he can... Okay, my opponent did not do anything. And again, it's not like he's gonna be able to do anything to my board anyway. Okay, so what we need to do now is to get Malevolent Sin in. I'll likely negate this, now that I'm thinking about it, since it's from the graveyard. Yeah. Alright. That's fine. What else can I do? Alright, I think the goal here is to just attack. Not like he's gonna be able to do anything here. I mean, he can't target Saber Dancer. Nor can he do anything else. So we're gonna keep skipping ahead until my Blue Eyes opponent here does something interesting. Granted, his name is Connection Fail, so who knows what he could be doing over there. But yeah, we'll skip ahead. Otherwise, this duel's pretty much in the bag, since Blue Eyes decks don't really have anything that do not target, at least none that I know of. But yeah, next duel, unless my opponent does something. Okay, so it's been about 20 turns, and I'm not sure my opponent has any way of... Or rather, I think my opponent has resigned himself into decking me out here. Which is honestly the only way he could win at this point. I'm gonna try to board wipe him, but... Okay, he obviously... He has drawn enough cards, so sure. Yeah. Surprisingly, my opponent's gonna win this one, but because of deck out, not because of... You know, strats. He's gonna win by deck out. Because I need a way to get rid of Malevolent Sin here, but I could bounce Saber Dancer back to hand and use Papillon Operative to switch Cloud Castle to attack position, but sadly I don't think I can do that here. So yeah, I'm gonna give my opponent the satisfaction of decking me out here. Not like I can do anything anyway. Twin-headed can't be destroyed by battle anyway, so I think I'll just hit Cloud Castle here. He's gonna win by deck out. Shit. It's been 23 turns, and my opponent probably thought I would be leaving by now, but no. I'm gonna play this out. If he's gonna win by deck out the following turn, so it's fine. And I haven't seen a Blue Eyes deck this resilient anyway. Granted, Twin Burst can't be destroyed by battle, so there's that. At least I'll have the record of having all 3 fire formations on the field. Oh, I hit my desk. Shit. Ow. I hit it again. You know, just for the lulz, I'm gonna normal summon Temperance. Just so that I can get Malevolent Sin off the field. There we go. Oh, and I forgot that Temperance has an on-field effect. Holy shit. I don't think it matters. He's gonna win next turn anyway. Okay, what's her head's effect? Have all battle damage take. Alright, thanks, I guess. But yeah, he's gonna win by deck out. And I'm just gonna get rid of his other destructible monster here. My opponent's gonna win next turn, because I have run out of cards to get from my deck. Yeah, Papillon Operative should have been, or rather, had I known that he was gonna set Fiendish Chain on Malevolent Sin. Then again, I think Papillon Operative would have garnered the same reaction. But yeah, I have not lost via deck out ever. Well, unless it's Magic Gathering. But yeah, I've also lost via deck out Magic the Gathering a couple of times, but only because my opponent's playing Mill. But yeah. He will not have anything to attack over Saber Dancer anyway. He literally just waited me out until I decked out. So yeah, that was a grind and a half. But I will still not. That was a grind and a half, and I will still not give you a like because you're a Blue Eyes player. Unfortunately, even in Master Duel, Blue Eyes players are like, well, they're not as rampant because the card pool is so much larger over there. And you don't have skills to contend with, but yeah. I probably could have done something better in this duel in hindsight, but you know, you take what you can get. He's gonna take 2,000, he's gonna banish it. Oh, he's not even gonna make me lose by deck out. Didn't he realize that he could have done that like 12 turns ago? Alright. Trolls be trolling, I guess. I mean, given a name like Connection Fail, but yeah, he could have done that like ages ago instead of waiting for me to deck out. Woof. Oh well. You can never really tell what kind of opponents you'll face in this. Well, it's not really dying, but Master Duel has pretty much cannibalized a lot of Duel Links' players onto the other platform. Which is sad, really, because I like Duel Links, and it's its own little format, and that's what I like so much about it. But yeah, So we're gonna end it here. That was a slog. Holy shit. That was a slog last duel, but yeah, we're gonna end it here. So if you like what you saw, I hope you like what you saw because Catgirls, you know. If you like what you saw, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share it among your friends. And until next time, toodles!